Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill, Brandon Pfaadt. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he tried to make it through the 5th inning last time out, but the pitch count just got too high. He ended up taking the loss. That's one of those you just have to shake it off, come back out today, and try to throw a gem.
Ready to go now. Now at the plate, Johan Rojas. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. One down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. This is Bryson Stott. One out, base is empty. In the air out to center, and that'll get down for a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough.
He flips it to second in time on a nailer. They get two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here in the desert and getting the start, Noble Meyer. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Got him swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Dairon Blanco getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Into center and a base hit. One down. Now it's going to be Corey Seager. Runner on the go. pitch is high. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that one wrapped foul. And a pitch. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that drops foul. Man at second. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. The 1-1 is fouled off. Blanco at second with 2 down.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Pulls the string with the changeup. Struck him out. So nothing in the Arizona first. Second inning from the Valley of the Sun coming up on the show. No score. Fourth game of the NLCS. Now it's the DH, MJ Melendez. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. And there's one away.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
The 1-1. Now that's smacked to right center. Dives, and he can't hang on. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. Ground ball left side, and a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. Two on, 1 out. Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. McCarthy on the move. Makes the grab. Runner tags and will move up to third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the second. Here's Josh Naylor. Meyer winds and deals. And that one fouled off. Adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
This is Corbin Carroll. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Second inning here, no score. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's Ketel Marte. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Chase Field, new inning getting started. And at the plate for Miami, Max Schumann. And a 1-1. To the right side, Marte. On to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So the batting order turns over. Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. 2-1 now. On the ground, right side. Marte throws to first in time. And there's 2 down. So here's Wade now. Ground ball right side. Marte gets it to first, and that is the inning. Marlins leave 1. Still no score. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Next to hit for Arizona, Jake McCarthy.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. no doubt, in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Foul ball there. Lawler off of first with 2 away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Up the middle. Stop. Takes it to the base for the force out. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings in the books here in game 4. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, MJ Melendez. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Go ahead run on base. Blake Sabol, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's 1 down. And up next for Miami, Taylor Ward. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one finds the zone. Now 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
This one in the air. Naylor hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that's up onto the walkway and out of here. He leaves the yard to right. The Marlins on the board first. It's 2-0.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
2 outs, nobody on. And now for the Marlins, Dylan Cruz. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in the desert, bottom 4, now Corey Seager. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rojas settles under it. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Base is empty, one away here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Fouled off. He was late. He goes down looking.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And that is gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Corbin Carroll will hit next. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Sweeney makes the grab. That is the inning. But the Diamondbacks do get one back with a homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So now back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Marte on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And at the plate for Miami, Bryson Stott. Man at second. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Liner, base hit, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's safe. It's 3-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ripped on a line. McCarthy pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now here is MJ Melendez.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
In the air, left field. Blanco settles under this one, squeezes it, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Fourth game of the NLCS. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Well, they just
One
threw
ball,
that fastball
2
by
strikes.
him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Cruz makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one fouled off. 2 and 2. Line drive, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The other way, and that's just foul. That one out to right. Cruz on the move. Makes the catch, inning over. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Gregory Soto takes over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Blake Sabol. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And it's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang
ball,
in there with
2
that
strikes.
front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Toss to Naylor. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. And up next for Miami, Trey Sweeney. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. McMahon makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here at Chase Field, well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Hit in the air out to center field. Rojas puts it away, and there's one down. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Dairon Blanco. Ripped on a line to center. Rojas snags it for the second out. So now it's Corey Seager. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one.
Tosses to first, and Seager is set down. That's the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and they still trail it here 3-1. On the mound now, Trent Thornton. Dylan Cruz digs in now. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. On the ground, right side, Marte tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Max Schumann, the next up for the Marlins. Base is empty, 1 away, late here in Game 4. Swing and a ground ball. McMahon fires over to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Two outs, base is empty. Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Outside low. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. New pitcher for the Marlins, Jesus Tinoco.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
But with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Stepping in, Josh Naylor. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The D-backs down by a pair here in the bottom of the 7th. Hit on the ground to short. Sweeney fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Next offering is fouled back.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Rip towards third. Sends it across to first. And Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brant Herter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Tap back up the middle. Marte sends it to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand, but what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets, and it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Now a chance for Lamont Wade Jr. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
He had more time than he thought right there. Probably didn't have to barehand it, but he made it look nice, that's for sure.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, MJ Melendez. To the right side, Marte. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly, and the score stays 3-1. A new pitcher in the game, Jay Ridley. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Definitely not a partay for Ketel Marte.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect, and not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
So now here's the DH, Jordan Lawler. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. Wade makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Blake Walston. And here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now for the Marlins, Trey Sweeney. And a base hit into right. They get the force for out number one.
Well, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Nice grab. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions, great athleticism, and he snatched that thing out of the air, and he robbed him of a base hit.
And at the plate for Miami, Max Schumann. 2 on, 2 outs. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Marte. And that is that. 2 left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. George Soriano on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
That one hit to right. Cruz makes the grab. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Corey Seager stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This one popped up. Schumann. And that does it. They win the pennant. They are champions of the National League.
Congratulations to the National League champions. This team clearly excited, and they deserve every bit of this moment. Enjoy it now, but get yourselves ready for the biggest series of your lives.
For my partner Chris Singleton and our great crew, thanks for watching the National League Championship Series on MLB The Show.